Harbor's safe as it's going to get. You ever get a gnawing in your belly to do something crazy? Reason and sense keep steering you clear?
Are you alright? People with serious medical conditions sometimes make rash decisions.
It's nothing like that. I've been steeling myself to do this for years. Can't go putting it off anymore, can I? The Red Death. May have heard of it. The big monster lives beneath the waves. Only strikes when the fog is thick. People think it's some drunken sailor's tale. But no one goes sailing when there's a fog on. In their bones, they know there's something out there.
Is there any evidence the Red Death is real?
When I was a little one, I went sailing with my aunt. Fog rolled in thick and fast, and we saw it. Glowing red, crimson, an unholy light that stretched to the sky. My aunt was no fool. We rowed to shore with all our might. Tide made it hard, but we hit landfall.
For whatever it's worth, I believe you.
Thank you. With my business here done, and knowing someone like yourself, I seek to end this unholy terror. Dozens of boats over the long years been claimed by it. I mean to hunt this Red Death. Are you with me?
What's in it for me?
Listen, I've thrown every cap I have into the hull. I'm close to beggared defending the harbor, but anything you find on the Red Death is yours. I just want to put it down for good.
Count me in.
Bring whatever weapons of death and mass destruction you got. Meet by the docks. You take your boat, I'll take mine. This trip is going to test our mettle more than anything.
In front, dock and back. Bait shot.
It's hard to believe before you came here, all hope seemed lost. It's hard to believe before you came here, all hope seemed lost.
See it, right? Meet you there, and get prepared. It can't be. That's the Red Death?
Are you sure this is it?
It's got to be the red glowing eyes. I mean, when the fog's thick, that little fella is deadly in his own fashion. The shoals around here are treacherous. A middling captain with a mite of curiosity would run aground for certain. And this far from shore, that'll end you.
Looks like you achieved your goal. There it is.
My whole life, I've been having nightmares about a little Mirelurk? What do we say to all the folk back home? I meant this to be my last great adventure. Instead, if we tell the folk back at town, I'll be a laughingstock.
Would it really be that big of a deal?
You've no idea how pig-headed and relentless harbormen can be. Or maybe you do. The story will be told for generations.
It never pays to lie.
Easy for you to say. You don't have to live with those louts. Ugh, let's go. I thought I got this for you to celebrate. I didn't think it would turn out like this.
I don't have time.
You're back!
Did you find it? Did you end the scourge of the seas?
So, we set sail, and we found, Red Death. It was a Mirelurk. A bit,
The fog doesn't get us, the storms will.
smaller than we expected.
So as big as one of the queens?
Well, smaller than that.
What? Like a giant hunter? Them's big too. With huge claws.
Well, no.
So how big are we talking?
A bit bigger than a dog.
A dog? The Red Death is a tiny little crab?
Oh, well then. I'm glad you brought the mainlander. Otherwise, you'd be dead for sure.
You need a mini nuke? Or 3? Big game.
Fully stocked.
I knew it.
Don't let the island.
Mariner,
Seems like the end of the road. Every time we've talked, you've given me a lot to think about. I've been stowing away gear and supplies for a final journey into the deep. But now all they'll say is what a fool I am. After all I've done.
so what's your plan?
I'm working on it. I mean, at the end of it all, what's worth doing in your final days? What's worth leaving behind?
Do what you can to leave a legacy. Something to be remembered by.
I like the sound of that. No matter what happens or what goes down, you were a true friend.